Okay. Whew. All right. Don't even know what I'm expecting. Don't know how many of you I'm going to get. I want to make sure you can hear me, though. I think you can. Should be able to hear me. Hmm. Hmm. We got best deck. We got Eldritch. Um, I'm just. It's probably the deck I feel the most comfortable with. You can hear me, right? Before I start monologuing, David. If you can hear me, say you can hear me. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, cool. For sure. It feels like the right deck to play for the YCS. I'm not really comfortable with combo, and I don't feel like dropping the money on like Sword Soul or like anything really competitive. I really like the idea of Eldritch this format. I think it has a lot of versatility, and there's so many different ways you can play it. Um, I'm basically gonna be like kind of showing off what I've been playing at locals. The deck hasn't really changed too much, but it's something I'm just really comfortable with. I don't really feel like playing Phantom Knight since everyone's playing it, and I don't like Phoenix Enforcer as a card, so I'd rather just play something that interacts more with it, something that can basically compete with Enforcer decks. But I really like this deck a lot, and I've been having some pretty good success with it at locals. Yeah, drops in the main. It was really hard to play Phantom Knight at locals because my locals is very competitive, and it's a really hard place to play at, especially if you're new to the game. Um, it was just I was having a difficult time because I would either get hit by droplets every time I did full combo, and when you're playing Phantom Knight and they just droplet you and drop like an evenly match, you actually just feel awful. And then they just go off in combo, and it just didn't feel right. So I'd rather play like a one shot pony kind of deck, just where I could like set four, summon a border, and like pass. If they can help that, then sure, they just win. But I wanted something that I just felt comfortable with, and as much as I love BA, BA is just not where I want it to be in its current format, or at least I just haven't done enough testing with it. But I actually just really like Eldritch as a card, and the deck has been doing really, really well, so I can't really complain too much about it. The deck is really like simple too. Like there's a lot that people can do with it, but it's just something I feel safe with. Took Eldritch to Glasgow locals last week and went 3-1 with this, so I'm enjoying Border on the main. It's very good at the moment. Yeah, I agree. As much as Border isn't really that good going second, like being able to send Eldritch with the trap card to just pop something your opponent controls, like whatever the problem may be, and then just slapping down a Border right after it. It's really good against like Sky Striker and like a bunch of other rogue decks because it gets rid of like that problem being Phoenix Enforcer because a lot of cards just, or not a lot of cards, all the decks really just end on Enforcer now, and a lot of decks are also trying to do like Dagda Scythe combo against you also. And I wanted something that didn't really lose to that. But good job going 3-1. I've been going 3-1, uh, 4-1, I think at one locals. I've been having a lot of success, and I really like this build a lot. There's only like a few cards that I'm like kind of like iffy on, but I'll go over that when I get like more of the deck organized. But how do you feel about Border going second, David? Since you're the only one here, let's have a little pop a chat. What's my opinion with Ecclesia at 1 or 2? I'm on 2 at the moment. See, I've been testing 2 online, and I'm like in between on it. I really like the idea of double Ecclesia. I've been testing double Ecclesia, and I've been testing one Ecclesia, one Fleur de Lis to ensure game going second. My hardest problem is that I'm side decking Nadir Servant right now, and Nadir Servant like is really good going second because it just clears boards by itself. But the problem that I'm having with Servant is that I'm drawing Servant and Ecclesia, and if I don't play a second target, then my Servant's just dead in hand. So I have to put. So I've been like toying around with playing a second Ecclesia just to search another punishment, and then like worst comes to worst, if I have like double punishment, sometimes triple, then I can just send it off of Eldritch. But I want to be able to resolve punishment as much as I can. I don't want to like granted since punishment is a hard once per turn, not once per top copy kind of card. Like I just feel like having an additional like Dogmatica being either Maximus or Florida Release would just be better than the second Ecclesia. But right now I'm playing Fleur de Lis in the side deck, just only for going second. It's kind of hard. When I'm going second, I tend to side deck them. But personally, on the dice roll, if I lose, I don't mind just playing it and trying to grind value. Yeah, I agree. Or output, or out, not put. One of the hard parts about like going second, like, or I guess one of the cool parts about going second is like seeing your opponent do full combo. So that way, when you're going first, you just decide like you know what trap cards to put at the right times. That's why like whenever I go second against combo, like I just let them play it out, even though like my opening hand may not be the best. I just want to make sure that I know what my opponent's doing, so that way I know what to chain and when to hurt their combo. It's I feel like it's correct to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if I feel like I can outbeat their board, then I will just keep playing. But if I feel like I can't beat their board, then I'll just scoop it up and go to the next game, and then just beat them there. But it also just depends on what you draw. Like, if you draw duplicates of trap cards, then it kind of sucks. Unless they're the broken ones, like Torrential Tribute and Solemn Strike and all that. But it really just depends. And like the Eldritch archetype itself is just really cool. I really like how the cards look, the designs of them, what they do for the deck. Granted, like you don't play only like this is not a pure Eldritch kind of deck, but I still like what the deck can do. With there being too much monster negates, I'm testing 3 evenly. Oh wow, that's brave. On Thursday, I don't think it's the play, but that's what locals is for. Yeah, I agree with you. I've been testing some different stuff at locals. I definitely like the idea of evenly. I'm side decking evenly right now, just against like other back row, other like control kind of decks, and like evenly in the against the mirror is just insane. If you can resolve evenly against the mirror, like you're actually just winning the game. At locals this past week, I played against the mirror, and I drew evenly match, and that was just busted. But I also got hit by an evenly at that same locals, and I was playing against Virtual World, the guy that actually won the tournament, and he was main decking the evenly, which I just did not expect, and I didn't draw judgment. And he banished a single sanguine, a conquistador, and a Haquero. So my grind game was just not going to be as good as I want it to be, or how good as it usually is. It just blows. The European YCS may be getting canceled. I'm just messing around with the random stuff at the moment. Yeah, I heard about the YCS being canceled. I heard from Packstream. I was watching it before I hopped on here today. He was saying that the event might get canceled, and that's why he's not going. And that's kind of unfortunate because, like, I know that it's been a while since everyone's gotten to play, but I feel like in in European YCSs, like they're just harder to come by, just because of like how big Europe is. So like that sucks that it might get canceled. But I mean, if you do, like, is Eldritch what you want to take for the event? Hmm. Skill drain, of course. Importer. Are you gonna be playing this at the YCS Passage yet? Yeah, I am. I just feel the most comfortable with it, and it's been doing really well for me. So I feel like it's just the right choice for me to make. I do like this deck a lot, and I like the grind that it has. A lot of the matches that I win at my locals have just been from outgrinding my opponent, and I really like that aspect of playing this game. What I don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh is oh, my friend just said that he has homework, so can't do remote dueling. What I like about this game is just being able to play it out. Like I don't like the whole aspect of like the game's over in 2 turns. Like, granted, yes, I'm playing a trap deck, so if my opponent doesn't have main deck removal for my traps, it kind of sucks. But I like the grind game that Eldritch like being able to play traps for because like playing traps are just better than traps in my opinion. I could be wrong. Don't actually quote me on that because I'm actually just not that good at the game. But I like the interaction between trap cards and my opponent's combos better, so that's why I just stuck with like a trap deck as opposed to playing just a 1 card engine with a bunch of hand traps because I just don't like that. Um, I really do like playing back and forth. Probably not taking Eldritch mostly because I don't think it's good enough in the European meta. But I will probably be playing Prank Kids. I like them right now. They're pretty fun. It's that or Invoke Shaddoll Dogmatica. I like that. I like that choice too. Prank Kids is a really good deck, and like it hasn't stopped being good like ever since Pack won the YCS with it. Granted, the one Meow Meow kind of hurts, but you can still recycle it. So there's still like a lot that you can do with Prank Kids. But I like the idea of prank kids. Should all Dogmatica invoked. I like that deck a lot too. I feel like playing the like just Servant is just a broken card in general. Like sure it locks you out of your extra deck, but the amount of stuff that you can set up before you even resolve Servant is just broken. Being able to end on like Winda punishment is just insane. And if you have a Macabre in there, that's also just broken. And plus, like you can play Super Poly, which will just get rid of the Phoenix Enforcer. So I like that a lot. I like that choice too. I think if you were going to play one, I would probably say play Shadowed, just because you can still play hand traps, and I feel like it's more consistent than Prankins at the moment. And like worst comes to worst, if you get stopped in the middle of your Prankins combo, I feel like you just lose. I feel just Shadowed has a better like comeback than Prankins do. I playing the Sky Prison card from Burst. Yes, that is a 3 of. I kid you not. I think there was only one time that I didn't resolve Sky Prison, and I lost. Other than that, every time I resolved the Heavenly Sky, I've actually just won the match, or not the match, but the game. Yeah, we definitely play 3 of that. This card's busted. Being able to like set any spell or trap from the deck is just stupid. Um, Granted, you can't activate the same turn it's set, but that's fine because you're usually doing this when your opponent like tries to pass turn. You just trigger this during your opponent's main phase, and you're just busted. Testing the crossout version of Prank Kids seems busted. I like that. Uh, I tried playing crossout in all my other combo decks. That's another reason why I switched to Eldritch. I just did not like crossout Designator as a card. It just kept bricking with me. I mean, sure, maybe other people are having different results with it, but for me, I just didn't like it, so I just stuck with traps instead of playing combo. But a cool card that I've loved siding has been Lava Golem. Like a lot of my hands going second against people have been Lava Golem and Servant. This is just insane. Like, oh, that's the card art that's meant to be Niv, right? Oh, the Heavenly Prison? Oh, I don't know. Is this actually supposed to be Nibiru? I didn't know that. I mean, if it is, that's kind of cool. I didn't actually connect the two. Like, I have Nibiru and like my other bind. I have a bunch of binders just all sorted for like different like archetype or not archetypes, different types. So like, I have a monster binder, I have a spell binder, a trap binder, extra deck binder, deck core binders. Like, I have a lot of cards sorted, and I probably should get rid of them because a lot of them just kind of sit there collecting dust. But I didn't know that this was supposed to be Nibiru. That's really cool. David, please don't leave the stream. I'm sorry. I play Ultra Servant just because I haven't gotten around to picking up secrets yet. Um, I just don't have them at my locals, and I don't really like ordering cards online anymore. Just because there's been a lot of like excuses on like TCG Player, Zodiac, like a bunch of like random stuff going on, like where people are like, "Oh, we're experiencing delays" and stuff like that. Um, so like I just don't feel like if the card's not in person, I'm basically just not gonna get it. And plus, like I live in an apartment, so like I have to go to my mailbox and pick out like my mail and all that, and I just don't like that. So I just pick them up in person. If not, then I just wait until they eventually have it. Like I'm still waiting on ultra rare Ice Dragons prisons. I'm a really big fan of original print cards. uh, which is why I really want these to be secret because these secret are really hot. But I really do like original print cards, and when I do, I think I'm going to be making a Frankenstein's trip here shortly, probably tomorrow or this weekend. But that's when I'm going to be getting like a lot more cool stuff for my uh, for my Papa's pickups at the end of the month. You said your friend dipped for remote duels. You want to play some games? Yeah, I'm down. Yeah. You want to play some games? I'm freaking down. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. I was thinking about playing Eldritch at the YCS, but I might end up playing Tri Brigade. Yeah, I like the idea of Tri Brigade. Don't get me wrong. Like it's just very like don't unsubscribe or anything, but I think it's boring. Tri Brigade just doesn't do it for me, and I don't really like the like appeal to it. Maybe it's just a furry thing. I don't know. I don't like furries, but like the deck is really good and it's really consistent. I'm just not a fan of it, and I've played against it way too many times to even try and like enjoy the deck. But I'm just personally not a fan. I got a Discord. Yes, I do have a Discord. I'm not good at it, and I barely know how to use it, but I do have a Discord. I guess now I can just kind of look over the side deck a little bit. This Titaniclad I just kind of got. It's a little damaged on the back, so like maybe before the YCS I'll probably get rid of this. I don't know how strict they're going to be at this YCS. Granted, it's a card in the extra deck, so I can't really get accused for stacking. But I've seen some Konami judges like just do like a lot of random shit. So worst comes to worst, I'll just swap it out for an ultra that I have laying around somewhere. But this was one of the newer cards that I picked up. Was a secret rare. Was a secret rare Titaniclad, and I like it a lot. It's very pretty, but again, I just know that it's damaged, even though nobody else does. I'm just more comfortable with try. That's why I think I'll take it to the YCS. Yeah. In that case, yeah, go ahead and play try. I always agree that you should just play what you know as opposed to what is the best deck. Because granted, like if you're playing best deck and you like fuck up, then at least then that's like a really bad feeling because it's like you know your deck is broken and you know that it could play better. You just mess up and then you just feel all kinds of bad. But I don't like that aspect. I don't like being able to like rely on focusing on what's considered the best deck. I'd rather just play cards that I know, cards that I'm comfortable with to be able to play against my opponent. Because other than that, like if you don't know what you're playing and you're playing against something you're also not familiar with, then you're just really not going to have a good time. Because then you're going to misplay. Your opponent's just going to be able to take advantage of the fact that you're misplaying. And it's just not fun for anyone involved because most of the time your opponent, unless they're scum, just want to be able to have a good match as well. I mean, we are like considered Yu-Gi-Oh players, but a lot of us are nice people. And a lot of us play this game just for the like interaction feel of it. But you want to play what you know is basically what I'm trying to say. Just play whatever makes you comfortable, even though it may not be the best deck. Like you'll have a much better time playing what you know instead. Oh, I didn't tell you what my Discord is. Let me see. My Discord is. Let's see, it is. What the hell is it? Why can't I? Oh, it's. Here, I'll just type it real quick. Let's see that. And my numbers are. Okay. I think that's how that works. If not, feel free to correct me. I'm still kind of new to the whole Discord thing. Like I've never also done YouTube live before, so this is also new for me. I'm still just kind of getting the ropes of this because I do want to like don't get me wrong, I want to be able to like stream more and do like cool stuff like that. But unlike most of like the famous YouTubers you see. I do actually have a real job, or not a real job. I have a job outside of my YouTube. So I do have to like focus on that, and like I'm a dad too, so I have to make sure um like my kids taken care of, my fiance is taken care of. Because in reality, they come first. This is just like, hey, if I have time for it, I'll do it. No face. I'm guessing that's you, David. Okay, just confirmed you. But yeah, so I had to make sure that I get all that set up first before I like focus on YouTube stuff. I mean, if I could start making money off YouTube, then yeah, this would be better. Like I'd have more time for this. But in the meantime, I actually just have to do. I have to do real life work, and being an adult is fun and all, but I just wish I could play Yu-Gi-Oh all the time. Maybe one day, but till then, I'll be here. Exactly. Exactly, David. Family does come first. That's why I'm going to just have fun and meet people. I'm not expecting to do great or anything, just trying to have a good time since I've never been to a YCS before. I just got back playing after 2 years. Well, welcome back. I agree. I also just came back after playing, after not playing for 2 years, but COVID had a big factor to do with that. Before COVID happened, I was actually playing at my other locals that I had before my current one. If you don't know, my current locals is Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market in Colton, California. Um, You've probably seen them in my deck profiles, but they helped me out a lot for the channel with being able to record first and second place and all that stuff. I have a second place video up live, I think now that I'm talking about it. But yeah, I like the idea of, I like the fact that like we get to do in person play again. And don't get me wrong, I know it's a YCS, so it's basically a lot more people, and like it's going to be really competitive because everyone hasn't been to an event since COVID happened, and since this is technically the first big event for Konami since everything has happened, then it's going to be packed. It's going to be crowded. You're going to get a lot of big names, a lot of big players, and everyone's going to be competitive. So I just want to be able to like play like what I feel like is the best deck for me at this event. Granted, I may not win, I may not like top or anything, but I'm going to just play the deck I love. And right now, the deck that I like a lot is Eldritch. I just think the deck is cracked, and I just love what it does. But definitely just do what makes you comfortable. If you feel that try makes you more comfortable, then play that. I agree with that 100%. Um, and like, yeah, just go to have a fun time. Like when I went to my first YCS, that was back in, I think, 2015, 2016. I met a lot of big names. I met SEMO. I met Star Strike Duelist. If you know who Star Strike Duelist was, she doesn't upload anymore, but she was really cool to meet because me and my brother, my little brother, we both grew up watching her videos, and she did a lot of like deck profiles, discussions, pack openings, and she was really cool. And she actually didn't live far from where I live. That's one of the beauty things about meeting people in the real world is you don't realize like how like close you may be. Star Trek Duelist also was actually the one that gave me this playmat that I'm using, and I've been using it ever since she gave it to me. This is an Ophidian Krampus playmat that came out like I think 3 or 4 years ago, and she gave it to me as a gift, and like I love it. Like I love everything about this mat. I love the color. I love the design. On the back, there's a Krampus on it, so that's really cool too. It's a double-sided mat. I just have it folded perfectly to fit my desk, and I really like this mat a lot. So I use it for the background of a lot of my videos. And when I have been doing remote dueling, I don't really like it, but I've been doing it more often, and it's just a mat that I use on a regular basis. I love the feel of it too. It's almost just as soft as my other spell ground. It's just really cool, like how small this world is and like what it can do for you. But I haven't talked to Sam in a while. Star Trek's real name is Sam. She's been doing a lot of like stuff outside of Yu-Gi-Oh lately. Like she's been doing like powerlifting and stuff. It's awesome. I'm happy for her. When do you want to play, by the way? We can play now. I As long as you send the thing to me because I'm just not fully aware of how Discord works. Um, but we can play. I'm totally down. I'll just start shuffling now because the deck I just put together to organize. Because I was thinking I was gonna just like show off the deck, but there's only like a handful of you here, so I'm just gonna say fuck it and we're just gonna go ahead and duel. Get some gameplay in because it's been a while. My locals is actually not doing tournaments until Saturday, which is kind of unfortunate because they usually do on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday night. So we normally just call. Oh, well, that works too. So yeah, my locals isn't doing tournaments this week, and that kind of sucks because now I just don't know what to do. Yeah, David, I'm good with that. Sounds good to me. But yeah, so with that going on, I've just been kind of like taking this week to just spend some time with my daughter. She's with her abuela right now, so that's cool. So my fiance is also working, so I just had the whole night to myself. So that's what made me want to go live, is because I wanted to just go ahead and try it and just see what happens. All right, let's see. Let's see. Do you think evenly match be a good side deck card for backrow decks? 100%. Yeah. Evenly match is just insane. I don't see how people don't use it. It's a really broken card for a lot of different decks. Like you can even use it against combo, and it's insane. Like, let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, so he should be able to. Okay. David, can you hear me? Let's see. So yeah, evenly matched, I definitely agree, should be a side deck card. It does a lot for everything, and I really like the deck a lot. But or not the deck, the card I meant. I've just been I've had a weird day. I went to work this morning and it just took all the life out of me, and now I'm over here figuring out Discord, figuring out YouTube Live, basically everything. Can I hear you? No, I cannot. Can you hear? Oops, I don't know how to spell. Can you hear me? Let's see. I'm trying Zodiacs with my Tri Brigade just because I Zeus, or just because Zeus is probably my favorite card at the moment. Yeah, I agree. Zeus is a really broken card. Like I played in my Eldritch deck just for the case of like it's just extra like um it's just extra like interruption. I barely ever make it, but it's a really cool card and I like it a lot. Hold on, what the hell did I just do? Okay, I'm back. I really do like it. Zeus is really broken, and I like the idea of playing Zodiac with anything. Um, it just does a whole lot, and that's really good. So I have no idea why you can't hear me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, David. I wish I knew how Discord worked better so I could fix this situation. Um, I don't know what to do. It's cool, man. I mean, now you have me on Discord, so like, worst comes to worst. Like, if it doesn't work now, then we can always do this again in the future. I've been wanting to like talk about doing Discord in my YouTube like more often, but the problem is like I have and I just never use it. I wanted like as I was thinking like when I hit like 1,000 subscribers and my audio output, I was trying to see if my like yeah, it's normal, dude. Everything looks normal. What was I saying? Yeah, I've been wanting to do Discord for like my actual YouTube channel. But again, I'm just still not used to Discord. I've maybe used it a handful of times. One of them was to do a Winamat for Konami, and that was just a train wreck. I had a really bad time trying to get that all fixed. European. that's that's just sincere. Like get more into the idea of doing Discord for like being full time on that. But until then, I'm just gonna be doing this. I think I might have realized what the comment was, or comment problem I meant to say. Let me see. What did I do? Super weird. Yeah, I know, David. Again, I wish I could like be of more help, but I just don't know how this works. It could be my Wi-Fi. My fiance has a bunch of like stuff connected with our Wi-Fi, so our Wi-Fi isn't exactly the best. And I've never tried it with like streaming and all that. And oh, there you are. Can you hear me? Okay, I can see you. I can see your field, and I can see. Let me try adjusting that again. Project CCG local. I think they do locals on Thursday. I know. Or Saturday. So yeah, the problem with CCG locals is that they're just far, man. I live in Riverside, so like driving to CCG, it's kind of just it's just a little too far for me because I think getting there, if I remember it correctly, I think it's like maybe like an hour, hour and a half for me. Because I think I've only been there once, and when I was there, like I don't want to say I didn't have a good time. I just like played really bad and just fucked up a lot, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, that was a little unfortunate on my part. Let's see. I'm trying to see how to. Okay, no face. Cool. Okay. That makes sense. I'm only half hour from them. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, so this is Alan, right? Like, I don't really know your user. I don't know your YouTube name. I don't know if you have. I just want to make sure because I'm recognizing the picture. I'm pretty sure that's. Oh, is that Baby Yoda? I thought it was Harambe. If it's not you, Alan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I mistake you for someone else. But yeah, CCG is something that I'd be like more like open to. It's just a matter of me like actually making the drive out there. Like Thursday, I'm off. I don't work Thursdays. So my name's Luke. All good, man. Yeah, I have someone that has like the same kind of profile picture, but instead of Baby Yoda, it's Harambe. But pleasure to meet you, Luke. I'm Papa. Thank you for watching and joining me on this hour. But yeah, I definitely like CC or I like the idea of like trying new places and like trying to see like who's more competitive and which place that I go to. But as of right now, I've just been sticking with YBM. If you ever have time to come down to YBM, like send me like write a comment on like one of my videos or do something like that, and then like I could like put it like if you come to YBM the first time you go there, your entry is free for locals, and it's a really nice place. It has a lot of product and like a lot of singles. They just don't have secret identity or servants, but that's not my fault. David, I'm still trying to figure out how this thing works. I don't know if it's my output or my input or what. Hell, I might just be on mute. Oh, no, I'm not on mute. Okay, I don't know what it is then. Is it my mic? Still nothing, David? I'm going to restart Discord. Okay, for sure. Cool. I am going to just stay here. So when you're going to the, are you, let's see, what am I trying to say here? My stream is still running. Cool. That's what I want. The hell is that? I'm so thirsty. I need a drink. My brother and I started going to locals recently. We just started going to Baba Rally. We enjoy that place more, to be honest. Where's Baba Rally at? Is that where's that located? I feel like I've heard the name. I'm just trying to like think of like the location. Let's see. Gonna recently Discord. I love that I can hear my neighbors just like yelling and slamming doors all the time. I love it. It's great for me. A bunch. They have a booth at Frank's. You go to the one. Who runs the booth? You already said that. Mm, let's see. Sorry, Dave. I'm like really trying here. I use an Apple. Like I don't have like a PC or anything. So like I have a desktop Apple. So that kind of like that might be it. Just because Apple products are the best, but also the worst. Um, I'm looking at Mac fixes. Good looking out for sure. Yeah, because this isn't working for me. But I feel like I've heard the name. If I go to Frankincense tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna try and see if I can find Baba Rally. Um, because like I feel like I know every booth at Frankincense because I've just been there so many times. Even after they move locations, like I just feel like I have to know who it is. Like if I know the name of who runs it, I'm pretty sure that I'll know where the booth is or who the booth is. But yeah. Have you been playtesting the new Rock Monster? That's the Heavenly Prison, right? There in the back, they have a bunch of Pokemon stuff. I don't think that's Pierre's booth. I'm pretty sure Pierre's booth is Thank you, David. Good looking out. I'll try that, David. I'll see if that works. Worst comes to worst. If it doesn't work, then we'll probably just have to try remote dueling another time. It could just be like you said, it could just be because you're in the EU and I'm not. So it could just be like connections like overseas and stuff like that. I'm not too sure of how that works. But I'll go ahead and restart it. If it doesn't work, then I'm sorry. They are in the back. They have a bunch of Pokemon stuff. I'm really trying to figure out who it is now. Let me see. Let me just connect real quick. Jonathan, to answer you, do it flow with your deck or not really? Yeah, Jonathan, it actually works really well with the deck. I mainly side in the Heavenly Prison when I'm going first game, when I know for sure I'm going first, because that's when people side in like Twin Twisters and Lightning Storms and stuff like that. So this guy's really broken. Like I kind of paid a little too much for him like on release, but that's just because I wanted to make sure I have this card because this has all the potential to just go right back up. But this card's really broken with Eldritch because even when you resolve this, it's a level 10, so you just make your trains and you OTK like that on your follow-up turn. So this card, it just does a lot of wonders for the deck. I like it a lot. I don't really like. I haven't even seen like the need to like find something else to play. Like the only card that I've really been wanting to like play in that side deck is probably like a Harpy's Feather Duster or like a Red Reboot for like the mirror. But so far it just hasn't really came up at all. I just like this card a lot better. So I'll probably just keep playing this going forward at 3 because it's good for going first too when you side out Inspector Border against matchups it's not really like that good in. So like when you play against like Drytron, all they had to do is like link in a Link Karibo and keep popping off with their combos like that. But Border's like good. Border's really good going first, but also this card's really good going first because this is definitely a side deck card. It's not a main deck card. I've seen people play this in the main deck, but I'm just not a fan of it because, like, how do I say this? It interferes too much with card of demise because if you do card of demise and you have this card, then you have to discard this off a card of demise. It's really weird how it works. Even though it stays revealed, it's still technically in your hand, so you do have to discard it at the end phase. But I don't know. I think like this is just too good game 2 or game 3, depending on which one you're going first in. So I would just play this every time and take out Inspector Border for this. Just to ensure game. Unless you're playing something that like specifically relies on monsters. Like against Flunderies, 100% I'm playing Inspector Border because Inspector Border just shuts down Flunderies. What was I going to say? The one with the Pokemon stuff, I know there's like a few booths in the back that do like specialize with Pokemon. I know Paz Joker does Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm trying to think if it's I don't think it's Daniel's booth. No, Daniel's booth is Domino City Gaming. Uh, I know which one I'm pretty sure if I saw it, I would know who it is. But if I go tomorrow, then I'll definitely like keep my eye out for it, and I'll just leave it at that. But um, yeah, that's really it. Let me try Discord one more time before I give up. Let me see. Trying to see if I can hear you. I still can't hear you, man. I'm sorry. Hmm. My bad, David. My bad. I mean, at least you have me on Discord, so we can always do this again. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I do mean it. Like, I want to get to like know you guys more and got something to show you though. Okay, well in that case, I'll definitely look. I'll just hop back on real quick. Yeah, you can show me. I got some cool stuff that I can show you guys too. Actually like to see. So I'll probably pop that out here shortly. This is Secret Rare Servant, David. Okay, so man, it must be nice to be like in the first ed secret max. No imprint. Wait, what? No, stop. Stop. That's broken. Holy shit. Wow. I know you guys can't see this, guys, on YouTube. I'm sorry, but like right now, I'm looking at a secret rare first edition Max C with no imprint. That is beautiful, David. That's amazing. Wow. Shit, man. That's really freaking cool. I'll send you a pic so you can see it better. Yeah, that would help a little bit. What did you think about the Brothers of Legend? Pretty cool, huh? Battles of Legend is actually shaping up to be a broken set. I do kind of agree with Simo. Don't get me wrong, where I feel it's better to just buy the singles instead of buying like the actual boxes and stuff. Uh, yeah, Lightning Storm, that shit's crazy. Like I was gonna get some too, and then I ran out of store credit, and I was like, it's just gonna drop down, and so like that kind of sucked. But it's whatever. We take those L's sometimes. Yeah, David, this Maxi is beautiful. Like I wish that this came back because I had a playset and like an extra playset that I wanted to like sell when this did come back. But this is amazing. Like I don't know how you got this, but good for you, man. Like that's amazing. Shit. uh, I didn't mean to lower that. What was I gonna say? Oh, let me go get my collection binder. I'm gonna show you guys some cool stuff. On the misprint stuff, there's none of them. Lamau, have a good night. Thanks, David. You too. Thank you for trying. I know like the server like was all weird, but we'll do this again. I promise. Put my deck away real quick, and then let me just log off of here. Let me get off Discord real quick. Okay. So my brother got them $35 a copy when it came out, and then I checked last week, $60 a copy, and now I'm sad. Yeah, I get like that. I hate when shit like that happens because like the game is supposed to be not supposed to be cheap because there's a lot of dumb expensive cards in the format. But like what was I gonna say? The game should just be for everyone, and like everyone should be able to play what they want at the cost that they can afford. I mean, I guess that's what dueling books for, but like nothing is more satisfying than having the actual cards in front of you. So I'm just going to show you guys some stuff real quick before we end the stream. So I'm just going to show this off real quick. So this is my extra deck binder, but I keep I keep a good front page on it just because I like this binder a lot. Let's try doing it like that. So I keep a lot of cool cards in here. Like I think I bought it when they announced Pasadena. Beautiful. It got bought when they announced Pasadena. Yeah, probably a lot of dumb cards got bought out, like when they did announce in-person play. And like I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Prosperity, because I bought my Prosperities at like 90 a piece, and then now they're like 130, 140, something ridiculous like that. So I don't really agree with that, but it is what it is. I guess that's just one of the gambles you have to do playing this game. But yeah, so this is my front page for my extra deck binder. I collect a lot of Bandai cards, and I think they're just one of the cooler cards like in the game in the history. But this right here is an OCG tour guide, prismatic. I'll just put it like that so you can see it like a little bit better. My lighting isn't the best in here, but Tour Guide is one of my favorite cards of all time, and this was actually given to me by a friend of my locals, Tommy. Uh, he gave it to me just out of the kindness of his heart, so I thank him for that. But I love this a lot. Do I collect Digimon? No, I don't. I barely collect this card game. Like for me, I just have to stick to one card game, try to master it, and then whatever happens, happens. But for the most part, no, I do not collect any other trading card game. I was kind of getting into Magic for like a little bit, but the whole like mana thing like just didn't really sit well. Like I played Hearthstone for a while too, but granted, Hearthstone could just never be a trading card game if you've ever played Hearthstone. It's so advanced, it's so complicated, and it makes sense to only have it online. But yeah, for as far as other card games go, no, I don't collect anything else. So yeah, the tour guide's really cool. This is a Bandai super rare Red Eyes Black Dragon. I got this at Frankensons in Overdose Gaming's booth. Adam Corn, he's helped me a lot through my like Yu-Gi-Oh journey ever since I started playing back in 2015. But I like this. I love Bandai cards. Like they're probably my favorite cards to collect, and is it's just awesome. They're just really really cool. So that's cool to show. And of course, I have the Dark Magician. It's only a rare. This card only comes rare for some reason in Bandai, but it is what it is. Hearthstone is a Magic ripoff. Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. Like, the only thing that I liked about Hearthstone was that it was free. And don't get me wrong, Magic is like somewhat of a cheap game as long as you get everything like low, low, low rarity. But if you try to get hollows in Magic the Gathering, which I know my ass will do, considering that I like shiny cards and I like original print cards, I'm literally gonna be broke, and I don't want that. But yeah, this is the one that you saw like in my on top of my extra deck. It's my Blue Eyes White Dragon. Uh, oh, you do play Modern and Legacy. I think when I was trying to play Magic, I was gonna learn Modern, but it just never really panned out the way I wanted it to. But yeah, so this is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. It is a little bit damaged, but like the damage front of it, I actually really like a lot. I'm gonna like adjust my webcam just a little bit. Okay, cool. So yeah, just to make the lighting a little bit better. Like if you can see it, like there's I know it's not really giving it like a lot of justice. It is a little damaged on the front to where it's a little scraggly, like it looks like it has a bunch of scratches, but it kind of makes it look like it's a like prismatic or like a starlight rare kind of Bandai card. But I love Bandai cards, and I just think they look beautiful as hollow. There's still some that I'm missing, like I'm missing the expensive ones, like the Gate Guardian and the Mirror Force. But for like common ones, I'm missing the polymerization and the spellbinding circle, which is what I've been trying to find for the longest time. The hardest part about buying magic card or not magic cards, about buying Bandai cards is that what was I trying to say? So the hardest part about playing or buying Bandai cards is that the sellers are just ridiculous. They ask for stupid amount of money for just the worst of cards. Like I got this on eBay for like $5. This is a Bandai Super Rare Monster Reborn. So this card is probably one of my favorite ones. I think this is the first holo that I owned for Bandai, but I like this card a lot, and it just holds a special value to me. This one is a Meteor Black Dragon. I don't know if you guys know Meteor. I know, like some people may be like newer to the game, but Meteor Black Dragon was the mix of Red Eyes Black Dragon and Meteor Dragon. So I don't think it ever got summoned in the show, but it's just really, really iconic, and I love this card a lot. My friends told me LOB reprinted Red Eyes because it's my favorite card, and I actually got a grade and came back PSA 10. Oh wow, that's probably a freaking expensive penny you got there then. Grading cards is something that I'm just not into. I know a lot of people like it, but for me, it's not because I kind of like the way I don't know if you guys know Penguin Zero Moist Critical on YouTube, but when he was grading his YouTube collection, or when he was talking about grading his Yu-Gi-Oh collection, he didn't like the idea of it because I agree with some of the sites where it's like people working there could like damage your cards, send it back. damage when it was like mint when you sent it in. And I don't know, the idea of people like touching my cards to like try and make them like more expensive, like it's a really weird subject for me, and I don't like fully agree with it. But I just want to do it. Probably won't do it again though. Yeah, I agree with that. Like if I was gonna do it, it'd have to be like something that like I'd like really like. Um, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of like my expensive cards coming back like damaged. Like I barely let people touch my cards in general. Like when we play, like granted now that we're back in person play, like it's whatever, but it's bound to happen. But I just don't want my cards getting damaged because I know they're like Yu-Gi-Oh cards are expensive, and I just don't want anything to happen to them. But probably my favorite Bandai card that I have is the Time Wizard. Like probably see this a lot in like other people that collect Bandai when people post them in their like decks and stuff. But I love the Time Wizard. This was like the one that I knew that I needed for my collection. It's super rare. I have the baby dragon, and I have the thousand dragon to go with it. I'm just missing the polymerization to make it. But I love the Bandai Time Wizard. It's so cool. I don't know if you guys knew who Inch95 was on YouTube, but he had one of these in like almost every one of his deck profiles. Same with Patrick Hoban when he would top a lot. When he was playing full time, he would also have the Time Wizard like in his deck profiles. And I was like, dude, that's just a card that I just need to have. I love Bandai Time Wizard. It's probably my favorite one of all time. But that's just for like my front page for my extra deck binder. If I do decide to stream again, I'll probably like do one where like I just show off my collection and we'll go from there. But that's just my front page of this one. I'm going to show you guys before I leave my actual collection binder. It's kind of small right now because I haven't put everything in here. I haven't sorted everything that I want to yet. But this is my actual collection binder. Like I'm gonna get like a better binder for it. This is just a leftover binder I had when I made the switch to Ultimate Guard. I really like the Ultimate Guard zip folios a lot, but before I got the zip folios, I was using Monster. And Monster is a really cool binder company as well. It's just a matter of like over time they start to warp and they start to get sticky, and I just don't like that, so I just decided to make the switch. But I collect Pokemon because I like it, but I'm really unsure about the idea of grading because I feel like I'm contributing with the price of the Pokemon cards going up and kind of unexpected. Yeah, I agree with that. Like Pokemon market has just been cancer ever since like Pokemon Go happened, and it like or not Pokemon Go when like the Paul brothers I think were buying the stuff out, and everyone was just like, oh, I gotta have Pokemon cards, gotta get this. Gotta catch them all per se. But yeah, the Pokemon market has just been trash. Like, just the amount of like money that it takes to get like some of these older cards is just dumb. Like hundreds and thousands of dollars that could just be put towards like better uses. But like, don't get me wrong, like old Pokemon cards are beautiful. They're amazing, and like some of the newer stuff now is also just amazing and beautiful. But like I don't know, just grading cards to me just seems like a waste of time and like money. Just because it does like give more value like in the second in like this third or second or third like place market. It's just a weird subject for me, and like I know I'm not like advanced in it because I don't own any graded cards, but I don't even think that I would want to. But I mean, if you guys like grading cards, like I don't like discriminate or anything towards it. Like I like people to like have what makes them happy. And if graded cards was what makes you happy, then by all means do it. Before I get into this binder, I'm just going to show you like these a little quick. I have it's like a German ABC core. I have the 3 C's, the 3 B's, and the 3 A's. I actually own like 2 or 3 of these cores. The only reason I don't play them is like, look at that bend. Like you could do a fucking kickflip off of this stack right here. Like the warp on these cards are just awful. So I've had hands where I've just drawn nothing but pieces just because of how bad the fold is. So I will just never use these, but they're really cool to have. Do I trade with people? No, I really don't. I don't like the idea of getting rid of cards anymore. The only thing that I do now to get rid of cards is I either trade them with the store owner. So like Dio, the guy that runs my locals, Jonathan, you know him, but he Me and him do a lot of trading. Like I like trading for other upgrades or low grades. I just like having the original card or like the original card from its original set. So I do a lot of trading with like store owners or like vendors, but with other players and like friends and stuff, no, I don't. If anything, I'll borrow cards or I'll lend cards out, but I just won't trade with other people because most of the time people just don't have what I want. And like I wouldn't say I'm fancy, but like I definitely like I like certain cards. Like I'll show you guys the last trade that I just did. I traded my I thought I had them in here, but I think it might be in a different deck box. Hold on. If I'm ever after Europrint, hit me up. Honestly, David, I'm down. I'm down to hit you up for Europrint cards because I love Europrint cards. My Nadir Servants, my Ultra ones, are actually Europrint. I got a lot of Europrint cards from the Megatins, like my Talents are Europrint, as well as like some other cards. But a lot of my tins that I got this year were Europrint, and I like them a lot. But honestly, I'd be kind of down to like get some Europrints, dude. I thought I had them somewhere. Which one are these? Oh god, I actually have. I'll have to show you this guys too before I go offline. But I thought I had another deck box that had some other cards in it. Is it this one? No, it's not this one either. Oh, but we take those. Okay. So this is another cool thing that I like for my collection is one of these deck boxes. I don't know if you guys know what these are, but these are Bandai deck boxes. This is one of the old like really old products that Konami used to have back in the day. Before, or not Konami, that Bandai made. This has like Season Zero, Yugi, Yami characters, but I never use it. I use this to just store like old cards. Like these are all GOAT format cards. Like I have Sangan and like a bunch of other like cool stuff in here. Tribe Infecting Virus. So like this is where I keep like all my older cards is like in my retro deck box. Just because like it fits the peel. And I got it in an auction. I got it for like $5. It is a little damaged, so like that's kind of unfortunate. But a near mint version of one of these goes for like I want to say almost a grand. It's really ridiculous what old products are in terms of value. But I can't find the cards that I got rid of. I don't, or not got rid of, but I traded for. But if you've seen like my past deck profiles on my channel, I play Solemn Judgment and I play Torrential Tribute in a lot of my trap decks. But I actually decided to go ahead and upgrade him. I guess this is like a little sneak peek for you guys before Papa's Pickups comes up at the end of the month, because this is probably going to be one of the coolest trades that I did for the month. So I really like Solemn Judgment, and I really like and I really like Torrential Tribute. The only problem is like I do like original print cards. It doesn't mean I'll like upgrade to like ultis or anything. Like I like regular cards. So I guess I'll just lay these out real quick. So these are ultra rare DB1 torrential tributes. So if you're new to like how DB1 works, is there's no first edition, and the cards are just really really dark. It's basically like it's an unlimited printed set that just never got released as like a booster box. I think they were just like special edition packs that you could get from like blisters and stuff. But ultra rare is one of my favorite rarities, and I decided to go with these ones because these look uh sorry these aren't going anywhere, but these are really beautiful and they're in really good condition. I think only one of them has like some play on it, but I love this card a lot, and I use this in basically every trap deck that I play because it's just so good. But the other card that I was playing the Battles of Legend Torrential Tributes, and I was playing the Battle of Legend Solemn Judgments, but I traded those away, or no, I took them out, and I used a lot of my store credit to get the Torrential Tributes from DB1, and then I got Solemn Judgments from Metal Raiders. They're unlimited, but that's okay. I'm not really like too keen on if it's like first set or not. At least from like the older sets like Legend of Blue Eyes and Metal Raiders and stuff like that. Basically like those old original core sets. Like if they're unlimited, that's fine. I don't care. Which is why I went with DB1 torrential tributes instead of like Labyrinth and Nightmare torrential tributes. I really like the look of these. They're really beautiful. One of them I think is Europrint as well. But bro, I'm actually going to flip. These are mine now. Stop, David. No. But Solemn Judgment is just one of my favorite cards like ever to be released, and I just had to cop these when I saw that they had them. And he gave me a really good deal on them, so I can't complain. This is just one of my favorite cards, and like I don't know, man. Like I love how old school ultras look. They just tell like a story too. I love the look of older cards. It's just like mind-boggling. It's kind of mesmerizing. I will never smell old cards because I feel like these have just been in cracks of like people's asses and shit. But these are the drip for the trap deck. Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to make my Eldritch deck before Pasadena like as possible. I won't play ultis and I won't play ghost rares or like CRs or anything, just because they're not original prints. I guess like the mistake or the argument could be made for like cards in the past that came out and then got printed as ulti in the same set, but that's like older sets, so I don't really count those. Um, but my trap deck, my Eldritch deck is like looking really nice. If I can't like complain, that's why I want ultra rare Ice Dragons Prisons. I have secrets, but they're Europrint secrets, so I guess that's kind of cool. I had secret or crackdowns, but I went with supers because they're the original. Um, Pot of Extravagance is a mega pack, but once my locals gets Savage Strike ones, I'm going to be swapping them out for Savage Strike ones. The IP or the Imperial Order I never upgraded because I thought it was going to get banned, so I never switched to Pharaoh's Servant Secret. But I mean that's whatever. I don't really mind. Inspector Borders are Extreme Force. Solemn Strikes are Bosch First Edition. So that's like my big flex. I'm really proud to have like Boss Strikes because Strike is one of my favorite cards of all time. Pot of Prosperity, again, like this should not be the price point that it is because it's not too good. I've been favoring this over a duality recently because this games 2 and game 3 is actually just more important than game 1. If you're resolving this game 2 and game 3, you're probably winning, depending on what your opponent has. But that's why I made the switch. Punishments, I went for OTS supers instead of like the secrets. I just think tournament pack cards are just higher rarity considering main deck sets, depending on the card, of course. Golden Lords, I haven't gotten secret yet. I plan to get these secret before the YCS. The only problem has been that nobody has them. They're really hard to come by, and they're kind of hard to come by near mint as well. Like the ones that I did see had some damage to them, so I didn't really like that. But it's on the list to get. As soon as I get Secret Rare Eldritch, this deck will look a whole lot better. Skill Drain is from Lost Art, not Turbo Pack, but give me some time. They don't have that either. So once I get that, we'll be solid. Card of Demise is Millennium Pack, Super Crackdown, again, Golden Lord. Expo Border, the trap cards or the secrets. We're never playing gold traps. What the fuck? Trap Trick, it's only a super rare because again, the what was I gonna say? My store doesn't have secret rare trap tricks, but when they do, I only play one trap trick because it was the 40th card in the deck. So I just decided to play trap tricks. So once they get a secret, I'm just gonna swap this out for a secret. Thoughts on double sleeving? I don't like it. Not a fan. I never liked it, and I don't really see what the big appeal is to it because I think it just takes up more room in your deck box, like especially if you're playing like 60 cards, 50, 60 cards. Like double sleeving is just awful. And like I'm like a neat freak. I need to make sure my cards are re-sleeved like every time I go to play. Like even if it's just at locals, I need to make sure I put on a fresh coat of new sleeves. And if I'm double sleeving and I know those sleeves have been sitting inside those double sleeves, like I feel like they're just as dirty. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of double sleeving. It's not for me. Yeah, everything else I think you've already seen. My locals also doesn't have ultra rare Ecclesias, but I would definitely like I used to like or I like ultra rare over the prismatic secrets. It's also a Euro print, but I would play ultra if they had ultras. I used to like you. You broke my heart. I'm sorry, David, but like, Oh, I mean, I guess, like, if this counts, if anything, what I do for all my, like, extra deck cards and, like, my Bandai cards is I use, perfect fits. So, like, I technically do double sleeve, but, like, I only use them on the, like, extra deck. So, like, I only like perfect fits considering, double sleeving because I just think they, like, keep the card in better condition having it skin tight like that. But that's the only kinda, like, double sleeving that I do. Other than that, I just don't do it. It's not for me. I've tried double sleeving, I really have. I did it on my goat deck, and I just didn't like it. So, I'm sorry, but it's all just preference, that's all it really is. Uh, Now for the spice. So, this is cool. This is my, collection binder, so this is my front page. This is actually a OCG, Millennium Rare Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I see like the hieroglyphics. This was given to me at I think at a regional. I think um, someone had it in their collection, and we were doing some trades. This was before I had like the standards I do have now with trading and selling, but I got this and I used it for my goat deck because goat decks you could use like basically whatever. But I like this card a lot, and like it's always had like a special like part of my collection, so I've just kept it ever since. Um, this is a Invasion of Chaos Blackluster Soldier that I pulled from one of the reprint packs. So once I pulled this, I took out the Millennium Pack one for my goat deck and played this one instead. So this card actually just has like a lot of meaning to me. I really like what this card is, and it's just beautiful. Like I'm a big fan of original print cards again, but like I just think it's so cool. This is Invasion of Chaos Emperor Dragon. It's all unlim, but again, same thing. I pulled this in its reprint pack from a legendary collection that I got for my birthday. It was me and my two brothers. We were all opening the legendary collection, and the first five packs had no hollows in it. And when we finally get to Invasion of Chaos, we pulled the Chaos Emperor Dragon, and we all just flipped the fuck out. Like I remember my brother using this on me when we were growing up playing the game, and it was just not fun. But it's cool to have that like kind of connection with my brothers, and it just lives on in my collection to this day. These are like the character cards from the Yugi's legendary decks. These are really cool. Um, I feel like at locals you can get away with using these as tokens, but if you're going to like a YCS or something, don't use this because there are people that are trying to shark, and I don't know. I just want to take that chance. There's a lot of people that try to take free wins at regionals, YCSs, whatever it is. They'll call out like stupid shit. Like I had an Ulti Max C a long time ago for I think Zodiac format, and it was Ultimate Rare French, and the guy asked me for a translation on what Max C did, and he tried calling over a judge, and then like the players around us was telling the guy like, hey, if you want to read a Max C, read this one, like do this. And the guy felt embarrassed, and rightfully so. He was trying to shark me, and I don't like that he tried doing it. He still lost the match because he just wasn't good. But I was playing it with True Draco invoked, and it was just the flex. I had a full max rarity True Draco invoked with Secret Ashes, Secret Ogres, the Ulti Max C. It was really, really nice. It was probably the coolest deck I've ever owned. Also one of the like most fun decks I've ever played. But I don't have it anymore. It's unfortunate, but it happens. These are just the god cards that came with this same legendary collection that I bought when I pulled the Chaos Emperor Dragon, or not bought, but got for my birthday. So I just keep these in here because they're the god cards. They're iconic. This is probably one of like my cooler flex pages. It's not really like a big flex because not a lot of these cards are worth anything, but they just have like special meaning to me. Like at locals, at my old locals before I switched to YBM, they were giving out speed duel packs for entry, and this was the first holo that I pulled from a speed duel, which is Switcheroo. It's the Bandit Keith character card. I think it works with like machine decks and speed duels. I don't really know how speed duels work, but I pulled it and I just kept it. So that's like really cool there, I guess. These are just legendary fishermen's from Speed Duel. These are OCG Dragonic diagrams. I don't really collect OCG on purpose. I just get them from like collections, like when I used to work at Frankenstein's for a booth, they would just have like a lot of like really cool stuff in like certain collections they were trying to get rid of, and then I would just keep all like the weird stuff. So like I found these in a collection, I just decided to keep them. But he only had two for some reason. I think in OCG the diagram was at two for a little bit. Uh, where are they common? I guess they came common in the OCG. I'm not too sure. I don't know like how rarities work in the OCG, but I just know they got a lot of cool cards that we don't have here in the TCG. But it's unfortunate. It's whatever. This right here is it's a FMR. Excuse me. Sorry, I haven't had anything to drink. It's a Forbidden Memories Metal Morph from the video game. So this is probably one of my favorite cards that I own because it's actually just like beautiful and crispy, and like it has the anime artwork as opposed to like the other like artwork you see from other like things. I actually can't unsee it in common. I'm sorry, man. Don't get me wrong, I have Maximum Crisis Dragonic diagrams. I really do. They just sit in my binder because I'm waiting for that card to come back to 3. But the Metal Morph is one of the first Game Boy game cards that I actually had, and I just kept it ever since. Rocket Warrior, probably one of my favorite cards from the anime. I got this from the tin, and I've just kept it ever since I've opened it. So that's kind of cool to have that I still have it in pretty good condition too. This is from Dark Duel Stories. It's Sararu. This is one of my other. Did you ever play Dream Draco's character? I did. I didn't like it. I just like True Draco Pure instead. I think it was better. Sararu is one of my favorite like Game Boy game cards. Like my webcam isn't really doing it the best justice, but I like it a lot. I like the shine to it. I like the gloss of it, and it's really cool too because if you actually played the game, this card was really broken in the game. But yeah, these are Archfiend Guilfords from the Shonen Jump. I have these because it was one of my favorite cards growing up. I always loved it when Yugi summoned this card, and I just thought it was really cool. It had a cool effect, but in reality, it's just not that good. This is a fake Joey Wheeler card that just I don't know. I don't know what like the reasoning is behind it, but it's like one of those cards that you would get from like a Wish or from like Etsy or something like that. It's really cool. Like I found it in a collection that I got at Frankenstein's, and I just kept it ever since. And I don't even know if it's worth anything. Probably not, but I just keep it in here ever since. We have a German Fusion Enforcers Edge and Sabers that was given to me by Karan. He's part of the runners at my local game store. I was playing it with Fandom Night, and I just liked it a lot because no one else is playing it. So he just gave me a German one, and I just kept it ever since because it was a gift. These are Gem Armadillos I got in an auction. They're just a really cool card, and I like Gem Knights a lot. It's a really cool deck, but I'm just not good with it. One of my favorite cards that I owned is a OCG Prismatic Secret Rare Ring of Destruction. I like it because it has the grenades and it has like the darker texture on it. And like the parallelness of it is just really, really clean and beautiful. Like I like it a lot. And like, I don't know, if I decide to build cards again, I'll probably use it. This is just something that came from one of the Legendary Duels packs. And then this is like the promo pack that you get from playing the Winamat at for the remote duels. So I got this from it, and it's not really that good, but it has like a little bit of value to it. So I just keep it in here. Moving right along. Before we move to the next page, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. What was I doing? Okay, yeah, changing the page. This is one of my like cooler pages that I like. This has like a lot of like sentimental value to me. Is these cards? Obviously, we have some banned cards up here. I'm not going to take them out. We have Union Carrier, we have Link Cross, we have Guard Dragon LP. 3 very problematic cards that have came from like the past format, and they rightfully deserve to be banned. Union Carrier, not so much, maybe in my personal opinion, because I'm an ABC player, and Union Carrier was the reason I played ABC. But right now, it's just not good anymore. So that kind of sucks. This is a no, not Spanish. This is an Italian Gofu the Wind Shadow from the OTS pack. I got this when I was playing True Draco Invoked because like the synergy with this was broken because it was right when Link format started. Um, if you like drew this, you were probably winning because this would set you up by special summoning it. You summon 2 tokens. You use the 2 tokens, make Proxy Dragon, link the Proxy Dragon off with the Gofu, make Decode Talker, and then you just end on a Mechaba and like a 2300 body. And when you summon your piece to the other zone Decode Talker is pointing to, you have a 2800 Decode Talker. It was just a really cool synergy just off of one card, and that's why this card had to be banned. It's also so that's unfortunate. This is a German Elder Entity Norden that I had when I was playing Lightsworn back in the day. And then this is a German Gem Knight Seraph Knight. So both of these I used during Lightsworn format, basically Zodiac format, I guess, because I was playing Zodiac Lightsworn during that time. These cards were just insane. The fact that these were legal at the same time and with the Brilliant Fusions to match, like it was just nuts having both of these legal. Like the kind of plays that you would end on playing Lightsworn Zoo was like Dryden, Double Omega, Minerva, and like a bunch of other random shit. So these cards, like Brilliant Fusion, deserves to be banned. As much as I hate to say it, like Brilliant Fusion does need to be banned. Um, it's just not healthy. Or Norden, I think, can come back now that we have Ready Fusion in the format, but that's just besides the point. Seraph Knight is just not good without Brilliant Fusion. I'm sorry, not sorry. These I'll go ahead and show off real quick. So this is a Elemental Hero Neos Alias. All 3 of them are. They're painted or not painted on. They're drawn on. I'll go ahead and show this one because this one's actually just the cooler one. I got this in a collection from Frankensons. This guy had drawn on all the Neos aliases, made them red to make them look like Deadpool, and I just thought that was just so bizarre but so unique at the same time. So when he was getting rid of his collection, he had these in there, and I was like, "Yo, Adam, can I just have these?" He said, "What do you want with them?" I was like, "I don't know. They just look cool," and I've kept them ever since. That was like probably 3 or 4 years ago, and like they don't have any value or anything to them. They really don't, but like I just think they're tight. This is a German Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. If anyone was asked me like what my favorite card in the game is, or at least my favorite retro card is, it would probably be Kaiku. Just the look of him, the design, the secret rarity to him, the effect, everything about Kaiku just reads like I'm cool, and like it was a really cool card that me and my brothers played with growing up too, and it just has like a lot of like cool value to me, both like in the formats and like in like my personal life too. So like Kaiku holds a special place to me. That's why I wanted to like just have one there. I have 3 more, not foreign, just in English, but probably one of my favorite cards. This is having this soda here is actually making me nervous. This here is a Mega Pack Evil Swarm Exciton Knight that's actually signed by Simo. So I got this signed at the very first YCS that I went to back in 2015, like I was saying earlier in the stream. This was actually given to me by one of my ex-girlfriends, and she gave it to me as like as an anniversary gift because she knew I played the game, and nobody at my school played this card because of how expensive it was at the time. So I was the only kid in school with an Evil Swarm Exciton Knight because this was back when it was like 50, $60 maybe. Like it was just expensive. Like it had dumb value, and that was back when the format was just super slow too. Like don't tell my fiance this, of course. I mean, I think she knows anyway, but yeah, it was given to me as a gift, and like since it's written on and signed on by Simo, like it doesn't have any like extra value to it because it's been written on. But it's just something that like holds like special meaning to me because like it was a card I grew up with. It was a card that I've always enjoyed using, and I still use it to this day. Not this copy. I have a Legacy of the Valiant First Ed one, but It was just one of the first cards that like it was one of the first like real expensive cards that I've ever owned. So I've just kept it ever since. This is a Hidden Arsenal Secret Rare Lavalval Chain. This card's also just really cool. Probably will never see it again, but I just wanted to have it. I got this when the Laval archetype got some announced support. So I was thinking, hey, maybe we'll get Lavalval Chain back to help sell the support, but that just didn't work out. So it stays banned. I'm not going to take all three of them out, but these are El Shadal constructs. They're from the Mega Pack. These are also all signed by Simo. Again, they just have special meaning to me because it was one of his favorite cards as well as my favorite cards. And so I just got them signed by him just to have. Now, this is where it gets like kind of interesting. They just stay here. These are the sheep scapegoat tokens. Primal Being token in case I want to use it for advanced format. These are just gold Dark Destroyers. These were given to me as a gift, so I just keep them in here. Basically, whenever I get gifts, they go into my collection binder. I never get rid of them. I just keep them in here every time. But these are my Bandai cards. These are my character cards. I'm actually going to go ahead and like flip this over because I think it'll just be better for you guys. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So we have Yami. We have Yugi Moto. We got Joey, of course. Tristan, Taya. Shoddy, I think is his name. It's been a while since I've watched the anime, but yeah, we have Shoddy. We have green hair Kaiba from season 0. The scapegoat tokens have value. They do. I don't know. I might just get rid of these because I don't ever use these. They weren't given to me. I just got them from the Legendary Collection and just have not touched them since. But yeah. So for Bandai, we have the green hair Kaibas. They're beautiful. They just have so much like reminiscence for me in the past. All right, it's 5 a.m. I gotta go to sleep. Have a good stream, man. It's 5 a.m. and you wanted a remote duel, David? For sure. Well, thank you for joining the stream. It was fun talking to you, being able to chat with you earlier. I know we couldn't get a remote duel in, but we will one day, and we'll just try again later. But have a good night, David. Sleep well. Get some sleep, please, because I don't know what time you have to wake up, but sleep tight, man. This one I actually just never learned the name of. I know a lot of people have this one at my locals, but I've had her too. I just don't know her name. I know she's one of the like extra characters in season 0, but I just never got around to researching what her name is. But who knows? If you know, type it in type it in the stream. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh, this one's actually really cool. So this is a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in Bandai. So Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon actually has like 5 different printings in Bandai. They have their own individual copies. So this is the one that is harder to find because it's all together. The easier ones to find for Bandai are the ones that are separated. So they kind of just like do like a cross. They do 1 line down and then like 2 like splitting down the middle. Miho Nosaka. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. Again, good night, man. Thank you for joining the stream. Till next time. But yeah, so in Bandai, they have this card cut in half and then split across into 4 individual cards, and they have those, and then they have this one, which is kind of like their Exodia. Like they have Exodia pieces too, but they're really hard to find. And finding the one that's complete is actually like just as harder too. But I found a complete one. The webcam is just not doing it justice, so that's unfortunate. But I do have one, and it's really cool. We have the Flame Swordsman. We have Gaia, the Dragon Champion, Dragon Capture Jar, and Dragon Piper. I think this is Steel Ogre Grotto. I don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. Angel, what's up, brother? Baby Dragon and the Thousand Dragon to go back with the Time Wizard that I have. The only thing I'm missing is the Bandai polymerization, but again, it's just hard as hell to find. We have the Giant Jellyfish. We have 2 Needleworms. I don't know why I have 2. It was just in the collection that I got. We got a basic insect, and then we had the basic insect with the catapult from the anime. Like I think it was in the 2nd episode where they had it. We got 2 of those, and then 2 Mega Zowler and 2 Beaver Warriors. So these are just cards that I've like collected over time. But for like spell cards, Megamorph, Horn of the Unicorn, and Elegant Egotist, the Harpies card. that special summons the other two out. These are really cool. These are the only spells that I have that aren't hollow. So not the Monster Reborn, not the. Oh, actually, I think the Monster Reborn is the only one that I have that's not this one. Um, we have Swamp Battle Guard. We have, I think this is Garuzzi's, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it might not be. I don't know. It's either Garuzzi's or Goblin Attack Force. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. We have Battle Ox. We have the Horned Imp, Judge Man. Uh, I want to say this is Mahavelo. I could be wrong though. I actually just don't know. I don't know who this is. I've tried to look it up, but I just could not find any results. King of Yami Makai from the anime. We got the drag. I don't know the name of it. It's the dragon that Yugi summons in the very first episode against Joey when they're playing in school. It's that card, but I just don't know the name of it. This is it's another dragon. I think Rex uses it. I'm not too sure. A lot of the names I don't know because the artwork is different from what the actual card is in the TCG. We have Pumpkin King of Ghosts, Celtic Guardian. I think this is Dream Clown. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me. Uh, this is I know the name of this one. I'm drawing a blank right now though. I'm kind of tired. Uh, it's the defensive one. It's the one that Panic uses in the anime, but I can't think of the name right now. We got Twin-Headed King Rex. We're getting the end to the collection. We got Silver Fang. This is a really cool one that I like a lot. Silver Fang Raigeki is like the best combo in Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't ever forget that. We got Harpy Lady. This one's kind of cool. YouTube, don't ban me, but like for all you pervs out there, this is the Harpy Lady that has her boobs showing. So if you like that, I hope you like being a sicko. But Harpy Lady is a cool one. I'm glad I have that one. We have the Great Moth. It's not the ultimate Great Moth, but it's just the regular Great Moth. We got Giant Soldier of Stone. We got the Rogue Doll. We got the Mystical Elf, and then we have the Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. So that's all the band card. That's all the Bandai cards that I have. My hollows again are in a different page, but these are all like the common ones that I have. They're really cool. I like the old texture of them. I like the look of them. So I just collected them ever since. This is a gold rare Dark Magician and a gold rare Beatrice that I got from a couple friends. So um, these are just thrown in here because again, when people give me cards, I just throw them in the collection binder and they just never leave. I never sell the cards people give me because like, what's the fun in that? Like, I'd actually just feel bad after. But that's the collection binder. I'm going to show you one more thing before I go offline. I've been online for an hour and a half now. That's kind of scary. Scapegoat near mint lowest is 850. That's crazy. That's so dumb. This game has really bad value. Like, it's really good value considering I never use them, but like, it's just so dumb how this market works. The last thing I'm going to show you is my calculator case, but it's not the calculator itself that's cool. The cool thing that I got was from a friend of mine at Locals. His name's Aaron. Really cool guy. He decided like he did this out of the kindness of his heart, but he gave me a prismatic OCG Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Just for being his friend, man. Like this has a lot of like meaning to me. Like not because of its value, but just like I love what I've been able to do for this community. Like I love what I do, and like it sucks that I don't have as much time as I want to for it. But eventually, when I do, like I plan on giving back as much as I already have. Um, I love what I do for you guys, and I love being able to do stuff like this. And it shows that like you guys like it too. Like hell, David, I know he's asleep now, but he stayed up till 5 in the morning just watching my stream, and like it's cool because I like having that kind of connection with you guys, and it's just something that I never thought that I'd be able to do in life. I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't think I'd ever get here, but here I am, and I'm just glad to be able to do this for you. But here we are. We just hit an hour and a half. I'm tired. I'm going to stop the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed all this. I hope you enjoyed hearing me ramble about Eldritch and showing you guys like some cool cards that I own. Maybe when I do decide to stream again, I'll go ahead and show you guys like my actual collection, like my monsters, my spells, my traps, like all that other cool stuff that I have. But until then, guys, thank you for joining the stream. I'm going to leave it off here. And until next time, guys, this has been Papa, and I will catch you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.